morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Woo, it's chilly for me today, but I'm happy to be here. Welcome to A Deeper Connection. I'm excited to connect with everyone today. It's been over 50 people now on a regular basis, upwards even up to 70 people coming together here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I just wanted to hop on early, as I usually do, to go over the basics for any newcomers. If you are watching this as a video, it will be, it's saved on a Deeper Connection page for you to practice with at your own time. And you don't want to hear this beginning basics just fast forwarded about 10 minutes, and then we'll get started with the class. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can type them in right now. I'll be able to answer them. But during the class, I won't be able to answer questions because we're going to be going through, the process. And then I can definitely answer questions afterwards, or feel free to send me a private message either here on A Deeper Connection, or if you know me personally through my Facebook page. All right, so this class is about breath work, and the breath, what I've learned, probably the most profound thing I've learned about breath is that it is our connection with the higher power, source energy, God, the universe, life force energy, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or if you believe in universal energy or life force energy or source energy, whatever you call it doesn't matter. Breath is our connection with it. And we're always taking our breath for granted until we're, oh my God, puffing up the stairs and we can't breathe, right? So learning breath work and creating a conscious connection with your breath is going to help eliminate high blood pressure. It's going to help eliminate fear, anxiety. If you are always feeling out of balance, even if you're not feeling grounded, breath work can help you to manage all of these issues. I was on antidepressants. I was having struggles with anxiety. I was, having lots and tons of aches and pains, chronic sciatic pain, neck, shoulder pain, all that kind of stuff many years ago. And then I started to doing these movements, breath works, mantras, and I was able to heal myself. It took quite a while. It's not an instant fix. You can't just do it once a week and expect to feel better, but you can't just go to the gym one time or once a week and expect to really make a difference either. So this is a continuous practice for yourself that helps you maintain your higher levels of consciousness, your physical fitness, your ability to self-regulate, your emotional states, and physical, as well, aches and pains and things like that. So the breath is, in Sanskrit, the word atma means life force energy, or, could be translated to God if you believe life force energy is God. But in German, the word atman means breath. So the Germans took the Sanskrit word for God and used it for breath, which really made sense to me, because without breath, we're not alive, right? So the only difference between life and death is breath. So if we really create a conscious connection with breath and start to honor our breath and work with breath, we can really elevate our life and what we're experiencing, our quality of life here on earth. So the basis of this practice is called circular breath. I was taught as it called breath of life. Some people call it ujjayi breath. It's a deep breath into the belly. And the reason we need to learn how to breathe into the belly rather than these shallow breaths we take into the lungs is because all of our personal power, willpower, motivation, ambition, courage, creativity, pleasure, joy, groundedness, centeredness, sense of security, acceptance, it's all down here. And when we're only breathing into the lungs, we can't connect with all of that, which is what we need, especially in these crazy times, to stay grounded, to stay in walking our truth and following through with what we want: personal power, willpower, motivation, ambition, courage, right? It's all right here. Right? It's in our gut, it's in our sacral chakra, which is right below the belly button, and in our root chakra, which is where we are grounded, just like the roots of the tree. If the roots of the tree are strong, then the tree can flow with the winds or the hurricane or whatever, and it won't break. But if the roots are weak, then it's just going to tip over, and that's going to be the end of it. So getting connected with your lower chakras, your lower energy centers, is really going to help you with achieving your goals, whether they're physical, emotional, financial, whatever they are. So learning to take a deep breath is really important. So if you have never taken a deep breath, don't know what I'm talking about, have no idea how to take a deep breath, I encourage you all to just lay down. Nobody's there with you right now. Nobody can see you. Go ahead and lay flat on the floor. Put your hands on your belly. Close the latch in the back of your throat halfway. That is like, what are you talking about? That is the latch that you close when you gargle or when you're swimming and you don't want water to keep from coming down your throat. You close that little latch back there. If you close it halfway, it's going to make a noise like this. So when you start to make that noise, it's creating an altered state already in your body. And that's what you want to do if you're having anxiety, if you're having a panic attack, if you're depressed, you want to create an altered state. You want to alter your state from the state of depression, the state of fear, the state of anxiousness, the state of frustration, the state of anger. You want to alter it. So when you close the latch in the back of your throat and take a deep breath, you have altered your state immediately. And in that altered state, you can regain control and initiate the state that you would like to be in. I found gratitude helps a lot, especially when I'm in anger or frustration about a situation. If I just ground myself back into gratitude and look around and say, oh, well, this isn't working out, or this isn't right, or I feel, like this is not, I'm angry about it. I just recenter myself, do some nice deep slow breaths, look around, say, you know what, it's not meant to be that way. There's obviously another way for me. The universe is, not making this easy. Whatever is happening, whatever your train of thought is, you can alter your state and you can breathe and you can change it, and then that will open up a whole another way for you to go about achieving your goal, physically, emotionally, again, financially, whatever it is you're looking for. So closing the latch in the back of your throat, taking your deep belly breaths and circulating that breath, filling up your lower abdomen, filling up your belly. Keep on breathing. Imagine a straw running through your body. When you suck on a straw, the juice comes up from the bottom. So when you breathe through your nose, these are all nose breathing techniques we're going to do today. There are mouth breathing techniques as well, but today we're just going to use the nose breathing. So, visualize a straw running through your body. And as you inhale, you're drawing that energy up, that personal power, that willpower, that motivation, that groundedness, that sense of security, that acceptance. It's all down there. So draw it up. Fill yourself up through your belly, up through the lungs, up through the throat, all the way up to the third eye, up to the crown, and draw that energy up. Once you fill yourself up, you can use all that power as you exhale to release everything that doesn't serve you, whether it's frustration or anger or fear or whatever it is, right? So you can keep circulating that energy, inhaling healing energy, exhaling everything that doesn't serve you. And that's a great mantra to use. Sound healing is something that I do. I have a gong. I do private sessions with sound healing where people lay on the massage table and I play the gong and the vibrations flow through the body. It's like a massage without being touched. It's an amazing therapy for people who suffer from PTSD, from stress, from fear or anxiety or even depression, all those kinds of things. This sound healing just flows through the body and eliminates all of those the cells in the body that are causing you these issues. The gong can help reset them and bring them back into alignment and balance. So your voice is also a sound healing therapy that you can use. And the words you speak, if you're constantly complaining about the negative and how hard it is and how tough it is and how bad it is, you're going to be caught up in that loop of how hard it is and how tough it is and how bad it is. But if you can catch yourself and change and go, wow, it's not that bad. It could be much worse. Luckily, I have a nice place to live. Luckily, I have, some money in the bank, or I can pay my bills, or I have food in my fridge, or I have hot water in my shower. Once you really start to connect with the abundance and the gratitude that you already have, then the rest of it will all start to fall into place. So, a mantra is something that you can create for yourself. And I highly recommend you keep a mantra for yourself and maybe even write down 5 or 10 mantras that you can use throughout the day or throughout the week. So that when you're starting that negative mantra, oh, here comes that person, I can't stand them. Oh, God, I have to go to work today, right? Here comes that person, I can't stand them. You can say, oh, I'm so grateful that, this person is, here, and I'm going to just acknowledge them and move away and let them go to the next person. Or, oh my God, I have to go to work. I don't want to get out of bed. Oh, I'm so grateful that I have a job to go to, which is going to help me pay my bills, right? So these are mantras that you're speaking, and the habit loops of being sad or being angry is what keeps us in this negative state. So when you can catch yourself in a negative habit loop, then you create a mantra to bring yourself back into alignment or balance. And that's how you move forward. The more positive mantras you have, write them down. Think of all the negative things you're always saying or even thinking, and then next to it, write down, or below it, write down a positive spin on that, so that you can start to eliminate the negative thoughts and put in the positive ones instead. And once you do that, you're going to raise your vibration, and that's how the law of attraction works. When you're in a state of, denial, or a state of anger or fear or frustration, anxiety, and all those things, you're attracting more of that stuff, and you're just going to get more angry and more fear and draw more people to you who are negative. But if you raise your vibration to, higher gratitude and where can I help and how can I be of service, and helping others, then you're going to attract people who are vibrating at a higher frequency, and that's going to help you to feel better. All right, so it's 10 o'clock. We're going to start with the techniques. Hi, everybody. Again, if you have any questions, I see people starting to pop up. The regulars, I'm so glad to have you joining us here today and to doing this together. And all those new people, again, if you have any questions, I'm not going to be able to answer them during the class, but feel free to message me. I've been getting a lot of great feedback, a lot of messages from people coming in, these techniques have been helping them, and they're so grateful that, we're here twice a week doing this. I encourage you all to not just do this twice a week, because again, you feel good after this, but you can feel good every day. And if you can do this stuff throughout the day, 2 or 3 times a day, you're going to feel great all day long, day after day after day. And that's going to create the new habit loop of you feeling good, feeling positive, being healthy, having energy, whatever it is you're working on. Just use these techniques to elevate your vibration, elevate your awareness, elevate your consciousness, and maintain that higher vibration. And sure, you're going to go down a little bit, and there's going to be some anger, and there's going to be some sadness, and things are going to happen in your life. But with these tools, you'll be able to pass through them more easily and come back out the other side feeling better than you ever have. If you're a 9-to-5 worker, and then you got to go home and deal with family or kids or whatever, doing these techniques throughout the day, maybe at noon, and then again at 2 or 3 when you're starting to dive down, and then again before you get home, even doing them outside or in your car or something. When you get home, you're going to have a lot more energy to enjoy the rest of your day with your family, or if you're just alone, getting your stuff done, taking a walk, riding a bike. You're not going to feel so drained from the work day. All right, so these techniques we're going to do today, we're going to start standing up, because we're going to do a little bit of movement just to loosen up the body, to get us in touch with the body. But then you're going to want to sit on a chair or sit on the floor, and make sure you be able to sit up straight, because that's really important, especially if you're having stress and tension right here in your neck and shoulders. You have to really sit up straight. That's the only way that's going to go away. You can get a million massages, and you can put a bunch of Asper cream or whatever it is you're putting on there, Bengay. It's never going to go away until you sit up straight, because when you drop your sternum, just dropping your rib cage like this, it pulls all those muscles forward, and that's what's causing that tension. So as soon as you learn to sit up straight, stand up straight, all this neck shoulder pain will go away. And these physical movements we're going to do right now is going to help to loosen all that up. It's just up to you then to remember to sit up straight, stand up straight with your posture. All right, so let's all stand up. Move your chair, move away from your chair, whatever you got to do. Now, when you stand up, make sure your knees are unlocked and your root lock is in, right? You don't want to arch your back, because that's going to create lower back pain. So you want want to unlock your knees. You don't have to bend them, but just keep them unlocked. Bring your root lock in and lift your sternum. That's what's going to create that nice elongation in the spine. That's what's going to relieve the tension in your neck and shoulders. And just stand up nice and straight. If you want, you can put your hands on your belly. And let's close the latch in the back of the throat halfway, and let's take some nice deep breaths. Fill up your lower abdomen, fill up your belly, fill up your lungs, up through the throat, up to the third eye. Don't forget to close the latch in the back of your throat. That helps you to regulate your breath. Let's do a few together. Once you get into your belly breath, you can drop your arms, relax your shoulders, get into your good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up, breathe. Feel your weight on your feet. Get nice and grounded. Feel that weight. Draw that weight up into your body. Fill yourself up with healing energy and exhale, releasing everything that doesn't serve you. Oops. Keep going. Few more nice deep breaths. And then on the next exhale, don't do it when I'm doing, but on your exhale, slowly dangle down. We're going to do all the movements on the exhale, so do it at your own pace. And just dangle down as much as comfortable for you. You don't have to go all the way. Be comfortable. Stay with your breath. Fill your whole torso, expand it. And then exhale. Let gravity pull you down just a little more. Letting go. And eventually one day you'll be able to touch the floor, but don't force yourself. Don't straighten your arms. Don't create any tension. Just relax. Relax your head. Relax your arms. Breathe. Make sure your tongue and jaw is relaxed, your third eye. If you're having back pains, you can just relax onto your chair. That way your back won't hurt and you can still stay with your breath and you can release any pain as you exhale. Just letting gravity do the work. You can shake your arms and shoulders a little bit, whatever you feel like doing, just stay with your breath. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head being the last thing to come up. Good. And stay with your breath. Good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Breathe. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. All right, stay with your breath. On your next exhale, slowly bring your arms up above your head. Not stretching. Keep your shoulders down. Don't bring your shoulders up. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your arms wide. Breathe. And then on your next exhale, twisting to the left. Exhale. Good. Stay with your nice deep belly breaths. And then exhale, tipping like a teapot toward the left side back, but relax. Don't overdo it so that you can't breathe. Nice deep belly breaths. Let gravity pull you down just a little more. Feel the stretch through the right side. Good. And then on your next exhale, slowly coming back to center. Keep your arms wide, knees loose, root lock in to protect your lower back. Breathe. Exhale, twist to the right this time. Keep your knees loose, root lock in, stay with your breath. Shoulders down, elbows wide. On your next exhale, tipping toward the right this time. Keep your left elbow back against the wall, imaginary wall. Breathe. Let gravity pull you down with every exhale. And then slowly coming back to center, drop your arms and let's jump it out. Right? Nice and slow, but stay with your breath. Let your arms flop. It's important. Don't go like this. This creates tension. When you let your arms flap, then every time you land, all that gravity just goes right out of your arms, right? And you can feel it leaving your body. Stay with your breath. Nice deep belly breath. Fill yourself up. Knees loose, root lock in. Feel your weight on your feet. Feel your whole torso expand. And then on your next exhale, let's dangle down one more time, slowly. Just letting go. Let your head be heavy. Let your arms be relaxed. Just go as far as comfortable for you. Don't try to force yourself down. That's not going to help. That's going to pull a muscle. Could pinch a nerve. Just go as far as is comfortable for you. Again, if you need to rest on the chair, rest on the chair. That's fine. In this position, gravity pulls all the tension right from your neck out on your crown. In this position, gravity pulls all the tension from your shoulders right out of your arms, but only if you're relaxed. If you stiffen up your fingers or your hands, nothing's going to move. All right, one more nice deep breath. Fill yourself up, and then on the exhale, slowly coming back up. Beautiful. Stay with your breath. Good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. All right, we're going to do the backstroke, which is really going to help for stress and tension in the neck and shoulders. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Let your elbow lead. Keep your arms bent. Breathe. And look behind you. Find a spot on the wall, look at it, and notice after a few times how you can look further and further behind you because you're stretching more and more. Stay with your breath. Nice big circles. You want to feel the stretch down the whole torso. Good. If you're feeling that crackling in your shoulders, if you do this 2 or 3 times a day, all that crackling will start to loosen up. Your shoulders will start to loosen up. All that pain will start to go away. All right, a couple more. Keep your root lock in to protect your lower back. Keep your knees loose. And slowly coming to a stop. Let's jump it out. Stay with your breath. Let everything flop like a rag doll. Stay with your breath. Excellent. All right, the last thing we're going to do is just pretend you got some heavy sandbags and just flop your arms around. Breathe. Let your arms flop against your sides. And slowly coming to a stop. Good. We're going to do dangling down one last time because my lower back is a little wonky today. So get into a good posture. Stay with your breath. And then exhale. Just as far as comfortable for you. Feel that stretch in the backs of the legs, but keep your knees bent. Don't straighten them. Be totally relaxed, but still kind of feel the stretches in your body. Wiggle your shoulders. Let it all out with every breath. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming back up into a good posture. Whew, excellent. All right, feeling good already. Got some energy going. Let's get on our chairs, or if you want to sit on the floor. If you're going to sit in a chair, don't sit back. You got to sit at the edge of the chair, right? Cross your feet, let your thighs fall open, right? So this is a really easy way to sit up straight. If you're at a computer, don't lean back and slouch, right? Keep your sternum up. That'll keep your good posture. And you can type like this. It takes a while to get used to it, but in the end, you're going to feel so much better sitting up straight. All right. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your root lock in, even though you don't want to arch your back, right? You don't want to sit like this because that's creating a stress on your lower back. You want to keep your root lock in, but lift your sternum, so elongate your spine. Go back to your circular breathing. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway, breathing in and out of the nose. Now, this time we're going to feel our weight on our sit bones. As you inhale, draw that energy up. Fill yourself up with it. Get nice and grounded into your seat. Make sure your tongue is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, your arms and shoulders are relaxed. Just sitting up nice and tall. and breathing into the belly, drawing the energy up and just feeling that flow. All right. First technique, we're going to work on the lower parts of our body, the core, the sacral chakra right below the belly button, and the root chakra. We're going to breathe in and out of the nose, but we're going to breathe only into the belly. We're not doing our whole full breath. We're just going to breathe in and out of the belly. All right, so scoot back a little bit so that you're not falling off the chair. Arms are relaxed. Don't use your arms in this, right? Arms are relaxed. So inhale and exhale, round your back. Inhale, stick your chest out. Exhale, round your back. You can rest your arms on your thighs, but don't use your arms. Just wobbling back and forth on your sit bones. If you can close your eyes, it'll help you go within. It'll keep you from, getting tired. It'll keep you from being distracted. It'll help you focus on what you're doing, and you're just going to get a rhythm going. Really exhale. When you scrunch in, exhale all the oxygen from your belly. If you can't do it as fast as I do it slower, but do it properly. It's more important to do it properly than it is to do it quickly, right? You may have to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Doesn't matter how slow you go. Really important that you do it properly, right? I do it a little quicker because I've been doing this a while. Get your own rhythm going. Do it at your own pace. Eventually, you'll be able to speed it up a little. Just warm up that lower abdomen. You're going to really feel this in the lower back, in the lower abdomen area, even in your belly. It feels so good just to loosen yourself up. A few more. Make sure your jaw and tongue is relaxed. Make sure everything is relaxed here. You're just going back and forth across your sit bones. And then slowly coming to a stop. Maybe take a nice, and just let it all go. Then going back to circular breathing. Recross your feet. Put the other foot in the front, sitting up nice and tall. Close the latch in the back of your throat. Feel your lower part of your body now. Close your eyes. Feel how it feels loose. It feels warm, connected, balanced. Stay with your breath. These long, deep circular breaths will help you lower your heart rate, bring your blood pressure down, get yourself back into alignment. Feel your weight on your sit bones. Good. All right, the next technique is moving up the body now. We're going to do the upper half of the stomach area, the heart area, a little bit of the shoulder area. All right, put your hands up like this. I'll turn forward. Or you can put them up like this, or you can put them behind your head, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Again, through the nose and into the belly. Again, do it slower, do it properly. It's more important. If you don't do it properly, you're going to run out of breath. You're going to get tired, right? If you're getting tired after a couple breaths, it's because you're not doing it correctly, right? If you need help doing this, message me. I can help you with some private sessions over the video conferencing, all right? Keep going. Get a rhythm going at your own pace so you're nice and comfortable. And let's visualize that all of our stuff is built up. It's all piled up here on the left side, and we're going to shovel it over to the right. We're going to get rid of it. you're getting tired, just slow it down, but do it properly. Breathing in and out of the belly. That's the important part, right? Doing it properly rather than doing it quickly will get you the best results. And then let's slowly come to a stop. Drop your shoulders. Take a deep breath and just let it all out. Recross your feet again. Sit up nice and tall. Root lock in, sternum up. Close the latch in the back of your throat. Nice deep belly breaths. Visualizing that straw in your body, just drawing that energy up. Fill yourself all the way up. And then exhale, releasing everything that doesn't serve you. Feel your weight on your sit bones. Elongate the spine. Get nice and comfortable. Make sure your sternum is up. If you drop your sternum, you won't be able to get that energy from here up to through here because you're cutting yourself off. So you got to keep that energy up. If it's hurting to keep yourself upright, it's because you're not used to it, and you're used to just sitting like this, and that feels more comfortable for you. But it's also causing the pain in your neck and shoulders. So if you want to get more comfortable in your body, you have to reposture yourself. It took me 2.5 years to sit up straight on a regular basis. 2.5 years of constantly thinking, sit up straight, root lock in, sternum up, nice deep breaths. 2.5 years. You can do it with Post-it notes. You can set the alarm on your phone to remind you to sit up straight, to remind you to take deep breaths, whatever works for you. I just encourage you all to reposture, right? So that you can self-regulate, so that you can get rid of your aches and pains, and you don't need to take a pill for this and a pill for that, right? All those pills are going to build up in your body and your system, and your system will not be helpful anymore. You're just going to have to take another pill and another pill, right? Or more and more medications. All right, so we've brought our heart rate back down with our circular breathing. We're going to do the last technique, which is for neck and shoulders. If you have thyroid issues, if you have trouble speaking your truth, that probably has led you to some thyroid imbalances, neck and shoulder pain. So we're not going to use our arms. This is not lifting your arms. This is only your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhaling and exhaling into the belly. And if you can't bring your shoulders up this high without using your arms, just do little ones, right? You got to start somewhere. If you can just do little ones, inhale, exhale, eventually after 2 or 3 weeks, you'll be able to do more. You got to start somewhere, right? You can't be Michael Jordan when you dribble your first basketball, right? You got to practice. Do it at your own pace. Get your rhythm going. Few more, just keep it going. Slow it down if you're feeling a little strain. And then just come to a slow stop. Wiggle it out. Let's put our feet flat on the floor. Take a nice deep breath. Close the latch in the back of your throat. Fill yourself all the way up. And exhale. Let's just lean forward. Drop your arms between your legs. You can scoot back in your chair a little bit, but just let yourself dangle down. Breathe. Keep your back flat. Bring your chest between your legs. Let it go. Keep your back nice and flat. And then slowly coming back up. Whew. All right, scoot back to the front of your chair, recross your feet, let your thighs fall open, sitting up nice and tall. Feel your weight on your sit bones. All right, time is almost up. So if you have a few questions or anything has come up for you during this practice, please feel free to ask. Don't hesitate to share. You know, it's always helpful if you can share what you've experienced so that other people don't feel so alone. You know, some people feel like, oh my gosh, this has really caused me tension, or this has caused me anxiety. Other people are like, oh, I feel so grounded. Other people feel, oh, energetic. And sometimes people feel alone in their practice. So if you can, you know, find it in your heart to just share what you're experiencing right now, it'll not only serve you to let go and release and share, but to help other people to realize that they're not alone. Before we go, I just want to mention, you know, we have the energy of the full moon with us today, which is a really good energy for completing with things which no longer serve us, for letting go of things that we've been holding on to. So as you go through the day, be conscious of what you need to let go of, and maybe go through this cycle again today. Set an intention of, what am I going to let go of? What am I going to release? What am I going to complete with in my life? I'm done with this. I'm no longer focusing on this anxiety. I'm done with this panic attacks. I'm done with this depression. I'm done with this pain in my neck and my back and my shoulders. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of this stuff. And as that stuff comes to you in your mind, go through this practice again. This video will be saved here on A Deeper Connection. You can play it again later. And go through the practice. Set the intention. Okay, I'm done with panic attacks. Every time you start to feel anxiety come up or a panic attack come up, that's when you have the power to say, no, I'm not going to go into this panic attack. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole. I'm not going to let this anxiety stop me. I'm going to choose to sit down, get grounded into my sit bones, do this breath work, and release whatever it is that's causing you to feel panicky, that's causing you to feel fear, anxiety, depression, whatever it is. You have the power to change your life by changing your pattern, right? Your panic attack, your anxiety, your depression is part of a habit loop that you've created subconsciously, not intentionally. Nobody wants to have a panic attack and, oh, I'm going to have a panic attack right now because that's going to serve me. No, the panic attack comes from a subconscious habit loop that has built up over your lifetime when you don't have tools to deal with a panic attack. So when you have these tools and you know that you can do these things, that's when you need to choose. The moment you start to feel yourself going down the rabbit hole, that no, I'm not going to let this panic attack, I'm not going to let this person that's coming down the hallway bother me. I'm going to take a nice deep breath. I'm going to get grounded. I'm going to greet them kindly and then kindly move away from this person, because you're not judging them. Judgment is different than discernment, right? You don't have to judge that person. Oh, here they come. They're such an ass. They're such a this. They can't stand them. That's judgment, and that creates anger and lowers your vibration. But discernment is, this person is who they are. I get to be who I am, so they get to be who they are. I don't necessarily like their energy, so I'm going to take a deep breath, get grounded. You can even pull up a shield through this breath, right? You can take your deep belly breath, pull up a shield around you. Then this person comes, you greet them kindly. Oh, nice day. Yes, have a great day. And then kindly move away from that person and let them move on to the next person, right? So you don't have to judge people. You can discern, decide, right? Discernment, the word decide comes from discernment. Decide not to have that person in your life. Even if it's a family member, you may need to move away from your family a little bit. I've had to do that in the past sometimes. So, use these techniques to heal yourself, to put your shield up, to keep you from going into your habit loops, and raise your vibration. The full moon is here with us. I can feel its powerful energy, and I can feel all of you guys. Thank you all for joining us. I see some comments coming up. I can't see them from far, so I'm going to get a little closer. Let's see what's happening. Hi, Judy. Hi, Lynn. I see you all. Thank you all for coming. I know that there's a lot more people here. When people have their profiles on private, we can't see that they're here, but I know you guys are all here because I can feel you. And as soon as this video is over, I go check the numbers, and we usually discernment. Absolutely, it's very helpful, especially in this time that we're in. And I appreciate you all coming. Thank you all for participating, and we'll see you all again on Thursday. Bye. Love you.